My name is Tony Martinez. I participate with Live Free Oceanside. I live in North County, and I am a member of two different congregations, Catholic churches, Mission San Jose Parish, and also St. Mary's Out of the Sea Oceanside. My history in organizing began when I was an undergraduate student. I became aware of many of our peers being undocumented, and we began this long fight for AB 540 in the state of California. After I graduated from college, I participated with the SDOP initially around 2008, 2010. And then that gave me a chance to become more aware of the issues that our community was struggling with. That also helped me make it to graduate school. I attended the Franciscan School of Theology with the understanding that coming out of school, I will be more prepared to understand both the issues analytically, as well as to participate more from the perspective of my faith tradition. At the beginning of 2020, when there was a racial reckoning across our country, and also when we had the terrible incident of George Floyd, that's when I reached out to SDOP for a second time, and I was connected to Live Free Oceanside. We began a campaign around community police relations and to improve the way that police reacts and treats our communities of color, and that's why I'm here today. Live Free is a collaboration of different communities of faith. We have come together with the hope of asking our local police department, the Oceanside Police Department, to be more respectful of our individual rights, both in terms of the personal relationship that each officer has with a person whom they stop, but also in terms of the institution as a whole. So it has to do both with the one-on-one relationship that a police officer will have, but also the way that the police department as a whole relates to our community. Live Free asked our city manager first to conduct a nationwide search for the new chief of police. We came together, we asked her to make the search broader. She responded to our community request, and from then on we have developed this relationship with the police department that helped us have a community conversation with the police department sometime in the month of November of 2021, where the chief of police moved ahead and changed the policy so that our community concerns became part of the legal framework that the police officers must follow. So there is this shift in both attitude and also policy at the local community because of the collective efforts of people of faith and Live Free members. I'm most passionate about issues that I feel have not been addressed properly. For instance, I really enjoy the aspect of reconciliation across communities. And when you think of reconciliation, you also think of peace, justice, this issue of communities coming again together as one family. And that is an important piece of my faith tradition, that all of us are children of God. And that becomes concrete in issues around housing, immigration reform, and clearly safety and issues of health or access to health. Power is a very important element of what we do. When I think of power, I think of collective power. This I hope for transforming our communities. There is this awareness that we all have an inherent dignity, and part of that dignity requires us to act. We have a twofold commitment to both rights and duties. Power allows both of them to take place, because I exercise my individual power, but I also come together with a whole community to ask and collaborate with public officials so that we transform the way things have been done before. So power is really meaningful in the sense that it's an outcome of the community. From my faith tradition, we have to understand social justice in terms of relationships. And this is relationships covering the whole of communities. That is people, the environment, and the way that we relate to each other displays our appreciation and our concern for each other. We are called to do that in my tradition. We are called to care for one another. We are called to love one another, support one another. So my faith is the backbone to what I do. I am fortunate that there's other people of faith who participate in this process and who recognize and become fully aware of the potential that we have as people of faith to transform our societies. The idea or the ideal of the common good is what really motivates me to get up every day and to try to do the best that I can, both as an individual, but also as a member of a community. I would encourage people of faith to step out of their comfort zones and to realize that we all have a call. In my tradition, we speak of the prophets. The prophets play the role of asking people, reminding people of their responsibility to care for one another. And so that is still a responsibility. We do that concretely through civic engagement and also through supporting one another in the work that we're doing. We all learn at the same time. So I would ask people of faith to step out and step up, do a little more of what they're doing already.